Hey guys, today we got the lockout hubs on my 1999 F350. We're going to rebuild them because, as you can see, one of them does not turn the greatest. One of them turns pretty freely. That one right there, it only gets about a quarter of a turn before it kind of gets stuck. We're going to take that one apart. Right there you can see there's 6 Allen head bolts that hold the front face onto the back housing. Once you get that face off, part kind of looks like a return spring, but it's held in there with a clip that you gotta take out, and now let the front face kind of slide out of it. A return spring just comes off, and then the whole plate separates. As you can see there, it looks like there's some damage there from a previous repair. There's a little ball that sits in that, and it looks like a chunk has come out. And looking it over, I can't exactly get the ball to come out. There's a little spring behind it, and it's just stuck in there. I try for a second, then kind of move on. Just gonna let it sit there. Just looking over the O-ring, making sure there's not really big rips or tears in it. Gonna clean it up before we put it back. Moving on to the back half, there is another retaining clip right inside that groove. Keeps the spring inside. As soon as you pull that out, there's really nothing else in there besides the back part of the center gear. Got another clip. You pull that apart. You get that off, the center section just comes right off. The little collar inside there that rides on the back half. As you can see there, I'm looking at the inside. See how dirty it is. It ain't really that bad, it's just a lot of old grease. That's that collar that comes apart. It just slides around on the housing. I'm going to take all this and get it cleaned up before we start reassembling everything. Now we got everything cleaned off. There's another O-ring that's between the front face and the back half. Just trying to get that out of there to take a look at. I did notice it does have a pretty good flat spot on it, but I'm going to reuse it because I don't have a new one. You can see right there, it's not the greatest shape. Putting that back on just slides back in the groove, right into place. Now we got that O-ring in there, we're going to start putting everything back together. I'm going to put this O-ring back in this front face as well because it that slides around against the front surface, and that kind of gets jammed up a little bit. I got a little bit of light duty grease I'm just going to fill the inside with. May not be what you're supposed to put in there, but that's what I had, so that's what I was using. And I want to just try and get everything kind of coated, because I live in a northern state and I don't want rust really forming in there too much. So I'm just going to go ahead and coat everything in there. That return spring is oriented. It has two flat sides and a round side, so you kind of can't put it in the wrong position. It kind of goes in one spot. When you put the snap ring back in, I always make sure it's seated good, and then give it a few turns just to try and see if it's a little easier than turning. So it actually turns all the way now, and it didn't before. Now to the back half. Sounds the same process. I'm gonna get the center gear, lube it up pretty good, put it back together. We're gonna put the snap ring on the back side. Once that gets seated down in there good, I always try and make sure it clips down in there, because you see how big of a gap it is, and once it seats down, it closes up. And I'm filling this whole inside with grease here. Like I said, I don't want anything getting in there, getting rusty. Just try to make it last a little bit longer, because hopefully we'll get some new locks for this in the future. Trying to work everything in there into all the little grooves, putting all the pieces back together. I'm not sure what that one is. Making sure everything's pretty well greased up. It all slides right back into place. Retaining ring back in the groove. Once you get it inside there, it'll generally stay. Just kind of getting it started to stay in there. Work it around. Once you get to the front side, keep going. It just kind of drops into place once it gets past the edge. Going back together, the three arms of that line up with the three ridges on the center ring, and put the bolts back in. Hopefully we're going to get some new locks for this eventually as we're redoing the truck. Those videos will be posted to the channel hopefully soon. I'm redoing the front axles. If you want to see those videos, they should be up on the channel soon. If you like this video, like and subscribe so I can keep doing stuff like this, and hopefully do a lot more upgrades to the truck in the future.